G'day everyone, today I'm going to go through the process of making a BrickHead version of Prince Adam from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So this is one of the earlier sort of He-Man BrickHeads that I did, and I am going to make his secret identity, which is Prince Adam. So I've got the my classic figure from when I was a kid. Now it is missing the belt around the elastic belt around his waist. But I'll basically be using this to sort of select the colours needed to do a BrickHead. And normally I don't have all of my coloured parts set out like this in clip seal bags, but I'm just doing a big resort at the moment. So the only space that I had available was the kitchen benchtop because my work area is a little bit crazy at the moment. Okay, so the first question I've sort of come to, or dilemma I've come to, is whether I go for the traditional colouring of the action figure or if I go for a more Filmation inspired colouring, so the lighter top, the pink top. Okay, so starting with the boots, so we have the purple boot, we have the white fur trim, and then we need the light. Right, now I'll do that as a 4. We need another one of those. Yeah, lucky for Thanos, because I wouldn't have had this purple otherwise. So we'll start with the purple, dark purple pants, and then a 2x2 square in the middle, and that will give us the legs at 4 plates height, and this will be the first plate of the body, so the body is 8 plates high. So I'm going to do a belt buckle attached, so I want a centralized belt buckle, but I want to have the pink showing underneath the belt, so I'm going to put the pink pieces here. And then I just need some parts in there. I'll just put a couple of gold parts in there. So now that's the other thing. So yeah, the arms go 2 up from the base plate, so the base plate for the body being 8 tall, which is the purple, the dark purple. So the second plate up, and then we go into this piece here for the arms. So we'll put those on both sides. So what I'm going to need is some black to just finish off the belt. And I need a black piece across the back. So that will give the belt effect around the outside. Okay, so I'll put that. I'll bring this up to the same height as the arms. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 1 layer left to go there. And then on the front here, I'll do, let's do the pink. And then I've got to do a white, but I'll just put something down in the center. Now, I need a white brick. Okay, so I've encountered the first problem, and that is that I don't have any 1x1 tiles in this pink color, and I need to have white here in the center, and I need to have pink here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out these grey arm pieces, and I'm going to put in, because the arms go on in a 2x2 square, you don't need a full connection for them. So what I'm going to do, okay, so if we put in black tile there, So, and then what we can do, if I can find a couple of pinks that are in the same colour, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that on top. That on top. And now we just need some white. So I'll just put a plate in here to bring it all up to the same height. And then we put that up to that height. But then what we want to do, actually no, I'm going to take that out, and because he does have the plunging neckline, so we'll put tan in there. So we'll just put another brick in there to bring that up, and so then on the rest of that we'll bring it up to the 8 height. Just need something in there. Now we need some tan pieces. Okay, so one in there, one in there. So that should now be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the correct height for the BrickHeadz body. So there we have the Prince Adam body with the belt. The belt sticks out a little bit unfortunately, but there's not much I can do about that without building it in. I could try to build it in one step in. I'll have a think about that. So I wasn't happy with how far out the belt buckle sat on Prince Adam, so what I've decided to do is change it up a little bit. So we're going back, and effectively we've got a piece with the smooth tile piece in the center, and what we're going to do, we can use that piece and that piece. At the back we can actually, we'll still use all of that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this little piece here in black, and we're going to set that in the middle, so that's going to hold Prince Adam together, and then everything else will be the same. So if I can find where I put all the parts, I can put the legs back together. So the leg will still have that same legs as before. So the only difference will be now, we can build this up in here. And then the gold, so it's going to be much flatter, like it's almost, you know, it's only sticking out ever so slightly there, and now I just got to work out the best way to build the rest on there. It won't be a moment. So as you can see, it's an ever-changing process, so I've decided to remove this piece, and instead I'm going to use one of these ones in here, and then what we can do is, actually I might just put a white brick on the back because there's going to be a white shirt, and then if we insert that and then a white tile, So this will give us then the look of it actually being sort of slightly in from the jacket. So a couple of gold bricks in there. Now, given that he's going to have a plunging neckline, we're going to have to do a little bit of a cheat on this, but let's see if we can make this work. So again, it just gives you that little bit of offset in regards to the jacket, and then I'll have to do something with the face to basically cover over that, but that shouldn't be an issue. So given that he has the white arms, okay, so a white tile on there, and then the same on the other side. And then we have Prince Adam's arms. Now, thinking about it, both the old and the new figure seem to have a little part that sticks out over the top of the shoulder. So I'm wondering whether I need to do that. And this is going to be tricky, because if I put that in and that in there, how am I going to deal with that? So I've gone back because I'm really wanting the little piece sticking out over the shoulder, similar to the old style figure. And the difficulty I have is I don't have the pinks in a 1x1. So what I'm going to do is a couple of 2x1s and a 1-3 tall brick. So we put those in there. I'll use some gold pieces to just fill in the space. And put the arms on. And then what we do is we put the 2x2 tile in pink, and then we put the chest back in. So that now gives us the over the shoulder effect, and then at the back here we'll just have to fill those in. I'll put a black in there just to have that done. So that is the body. And then I'll have to, as I said, I'll have to deal with the little neck being up slightly higher than it should be. But anyway, let's move on to the next part. If we put that there, we can sort of see what we're sort of trying to get with the He-Man behind it and the Prince Adam body in the front. Okay, so now we're ready for the head. So what I tend to do is put the central piece in, which establishes the height. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plates high. Now we've got to cheat a little bit here because we've got this little overhang. So what I've got is 2 single tiles and then a 2x1 which will sit there, and then that on top. And then obviously we'll have to build this around as we go. Sometimes you've got to play around with the setup for the head. Sometimes you need more studs on the side depending on the design that you're doing. But basically then what we can do is that little gap in there will be covered by this, and then what we want is we want a yellow there, and I want a tile there, yellow stud there, yellow stud there. No, actually we don't want a tile there, we want studs. And then we want that there. We need some more plates. One there. And then there. We can put the eyes on, always lined up with the big square on the left when looking at it. So we have the start of the face, and now we've obviously got to match it in with He-Man that's been previously done, because it's pretty much the same hairstyle. So we'll move on to the next phase. We'll put He-Man's fringe on. Remember, and then on top, I'm pretty sure it's two pieces like that. Curve, plate, and then a couple of the large cheese slopes to give the shape of the head. Now we just need to do the side panels, although it might be easier to do the back panel first. Okay, so I think that establishes the width of the bell at the bottom. So that. And then yeah, I think I need multiple pieces in here. I think that matches the back. Now for the side. Okay, so we are going to sort out some hair for Prince Adam, trying to keep it as close as possible to the style for He-Man. I think that needs to be there. And then probably there. Yep. One in there. Need one more. And we need one tile piece. Okay. So that gives the shape of the hair, and then we do the exact same on the other side. Push all that down. And then we have the Prince Adam cut. So now we just need to get a power sword for Adam. So go in. That's a straight handle one. I think this is the one that I've used for He-Man. So that matches up. So we'll give him the sword. And there we have Prince Adam and He-Man. Although I am having a little trouble with the loincloth there. I don't know why I did that loincloth. I've had to change the hair on He-Man as well because I just didn't have enough parts to incorporate the same. So the hair is slightly different on He-Man than it is to Prince Adam, but ultimately they've got enough of a look that you know that it's transforming one to the other. But I might just have a quick muck around with He-Man and then do a final wrap up. Okay, so that's better. I've replaced He-Man's loincloth style with a more standardized brown crotch piece. Probably, I'm just wondering whether I need to go one up higher on the sides. But no, I think because Prince Adam's, the top of his pants are actually covered by his outer top, so that's why there's only one layer of the dark purple of the furry undies. So that is Prince Adam. So I got the shoulder style, I got the sort of inset chest, his belt, which I don't have on the classic figures. He's holding the sword, he's got the tights on and the pants with the white fur around the top. We have the same style of face as He-Man with the yellow bob cut, and then we have He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. So there we have the two transformations of He-Man. Now all I need is a cringer. I am Adam, Prince of Eternia, and defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This might be a little cringeworthy, but fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull, I have the power!" I became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Who da man? He da man. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for similar sort of build content, toy reviews and Lego reviews. Thanks for watching.